Welcome to Region Degenerates. We are a proud member of the Overtime Sports Network. You can find the Overtime Sports Network on the interwebs at www.otsportsnetwork.wixsite.com/OTSN. We have all your gambling, blogging, podcast needs. We also have live shows. Now go check us out. We are also on Twitter at _OTSN. We no longer have next. We are now. Boys, let's get to the show. Welcome to Region Degenerates, introducing your co-hosts.
It's your boy, Nate.
And everyone's favorite idiot, Krown.
And I am your host, Mikey Wilson. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of Region Degenerates. We got a full studio today. To my right, I got Krown. Krown, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for inviting me again.
First one here.
Oh, yeah. Suck that.
Yeah, suck that, Nate Fowler over to my left.
Son of a bitch.
How you doing, Nate?
I was doing all right before I had a mouthful of Busch Light.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So now you're doing better.
I
Brought your
don't know.
Coors Light or Miller Lite too.
I don't think either one of these are going to be great, but I'm going to finish them anyway.
Thanks. I got a craft beer in there, but I'm not giving it to you.
He's a big craft beer guy.
Our guest of the week started the Chiefs 30 years ago. Big baseball guy, big Polish guy, big lawn maintenance guy, the Polish king, the Bush, Dave Sikowski. How you doing, bud?
Bush is back in the house,
Bush
baby.
is back. Bush Light for Bush.
And Busch Light for Bush.
It's a lot of bushes.
Bush is a big craft beer guy too. We go out. Bush puts the IPAs back. He's a big IPA guy.
Don't tell anybody that.
I mean, you're the one that pumped this out to all the kids.
Hey, his sound's good, right? I didn't even look to see if he was talking on the right side of the mic.
Yeah, it's fine. He's
Okay.
he's fine. I've set everything up before everybody got here. You're
nice.
fine.
You're good.
Talking to the side of the mic. You're fine, Bush. Before we get going, I want to talk about something I saw on Instagram today. It was breaking news from NBC that Chicago is one of the most Instagrammable places in the world. I hate that this is news. I also hate that this is even a thing. Who
Hey, man, social
said-
media is...
I understand social media is a thing, but who sits there and puts a list together of the most Instagrammable cities,
Save.
and on top of the most Instagrammable cities, a news channel broke this news.
What else is going on in the news
Dude.
right
I
now?
was going to say, they're
Dude.
running
Oh,
out
wait,
of shit to
everything.
talk about, apparently.
Fuck, man.
The amazing part about it, though, is they got you to talk about it right now.
No, that's true. That's true.
You're welcome.
Fuck, man. I just so I was sitting there before we walked into the practice. I'm like, this is news. Why is this not? Why is this even on my phone? That's terrible. Let's jump right into NBA talk. Big NBA news. The Lakers are projected to win the Final Four, the NBA Finals. They are plus 270. The Nets are at plus 320. The Clippers are at plus 600, and the Bucks are at plus 700. Those are your top four teams. And breaking news there is the Nets jump from number 5 favorite to number 2 favorite. Why is that, Cockrum?
Because of that bearded wonder that you were so obsessed about, that James Harden character who's fucking stupid.
And everybody knows I've always been a Nets fan.
Oh, yeah. Since day one. What team was he on before?
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What have he done for me lately? And what he's done for me lately is make the Nets the number 2 projected winner of the NBA Finals.
Before that trade, I think they were plus 600. And then they jumped that same afternoon. They jumped to like 2-something, and then it went down to 320. So right now it's at 320 for them to win.
Accurate.
So
Everything you said is accurate.
oh yeah, can confirm.
Can confirm. James Harden. Oh, so James Harden, KD, and
Kyrie.
Those three are 3 of the top 5 most used players in clutch situations. So how do you think the Nets are going to be able to use those 3 guys in the last 5 minutes of the game?
However they want.
It's however they want, but like, does it matter who gets the ball?
Doesn't
Because
matter.
that's the big discussion right now is who gets the ball.
Look, KD went from the Splash
3 of 5.
Brothers to the Dribble Brothers. I mean, if you think about it, like, so he went from Clay and Steph, and now he's got Kyrie and James Harden, and they all play similar positions. So Steph is a point guard, Kyrie's a point guard, Clay is a shooting guard, and technically James Harden is the shooting guard. So
New NBA, all shooting guards, no centers.
they
no
just
point
gotta,
guards.
yeah.
Right. Just bigger shooting guards.
Yeah, just 6'9" guys shooting 30-foot jumpers.
Just pull it up, baby. All right, moving on here. Where is
I don't get a comment on that.
What, do you watch basketball?
No, but I'm looking around the green room here, and I don't see any net stuff up. So I guess
Nets
I can
fan,
jump
huh?
on the bandwagon if you want me to.
Hold on, is there a basketball
Them
net
wheels
here
don't
somewhere?
fall
I swear. Fucking try
The
to
Harden
take that.
bandwagon wheels do not fall off in the Wilson house.
No, I'm all Harden all day. There's a Bulls towel on your armrest over there.
I see that. I see that.
A Bulls towel.
That's a free.
He didn't play for
Oh,
I'm a freebie guy.
big free guy. I think everyone should be.
All right, I get some net stuff. Put that on my Amazon list.
Do you think if the Nets were to win this year that it would change? Would you think New York would become a Nets city or would it stay a Knicks city?
I don't think it will ever not be a Knicks city.
I think it will forever be a Knicks.
I think the Knicks can turn into, and they might be close to, they might have been close to doing it. I think the Knicks can turn into the Jets and still be the Knicks. Like,
Yeah, they're still gonna own that city.
like what do you think Patriots fans are doing this year? They're still Patriots fans.
True. I just think even if Brooklyn wins, nothing's gonna change in the city.
All right.
They're taking advantage of that big market up there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't, right? Like,
Well,
it's
Brooklyn,
New York, baby.
Brooklyn hasn't been lately. They are now.
bringing the hood to you. Oh, Brooklyn, bringing it. We're gonna move on to NHL
Yikes.
talk. Laces in, balls out. We're talking hockey. Bush, you watch any of the Blackhawks game? Well, I guess did you watch any of the Tampa Bay Lightning game on Wednesday?
I did tune into it a little bit, and I did tune out of it fairly quick too.
Fairly quickly.
I was locked in the whole time. Killed about a half bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, and you watched it late too. Recorded.
Oh yeah, I
right?
recorded it and watched it
Right.
after Griffith practice. I came home. I hit play about 9:30, I think, and I texted these guys. I was like, "Hey boys, I'm hitting play right now. No spoilers." Any bets hit for you? No bets.
Shot.
Yeah. Sidney Crosby.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
took
I
that
took
one,
that
huh?
bet.
Oh, this is I want to talk about this actually. A guy that makes a bet and then texts his buddies and goes, "Hey, hit on this bet. Wish you guys would have joined me," and then never told us about
Never
it.
even said. I don't
Yeah.
remember getting a text. Did you get a text?
I don't think I got a text.
I mean, I'll go through the
Bush,
text.
did
feed.
Nate, did Nate text you?
I'll go through the text feed.
I didn't get it.
Let me see if I
Bush
got.
didn't get
Maybe I missed a text.
Wait,
hold on.
what? Get on.
Hold on. Oh, he's
Whatever.
He decided to tell us about after he won.
Listen,
he was like, "Check out
You
this
guys
lock
are on
that
this
I had."
fucking thing more than I am. I literally check it like once or twice a day. I assume you guys are on this thing
Every
all
time
day.
I see anything remotely interesting, I text the group and I'm like, "Hey boys, look what we got here." And Nate's just like, "I'll just mark this, and if it wins, I'll tell them I hit on it."
Yeah, hey.
That goal was actually a fucking goal. Did you see that goal?
No, I haven't watched any of the Penguins. game.
Holy shit, man. So, I don't know the goalie for the other team, but he was behind the net, and he he flipped it in the air towards center ice, like from behind the net.
Who are they playing? The Flyers?
Yeah. Flipped it in the air, and Crosby batted it out of the air, and then backstroked it into the net. Like, he somehow batted this puck out of the air, and then
Trick shot.
wide open net because the goalie was
Somehow
behind the net.
he's the best player in the NHL.
I don't know, say best. Connor McDavid.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking good.
And you know it's not Jonathan Tazo at this time.
Oh, God, no.
Sad face.
Bush, did you see the goal? Did you see the Blackhawks goal? If he turned it off early,
I did.
like that ping pong pinball
yeah,
bullshit.
that was Pinball Wizard there.
Yeah, and then who got credited for that? I don't even know who got credited for it.
I have no
He
idea.
just happened to touch the puck
Yeah.
last.
Yeah.
After he touched the puck, and then 4 more Lightning touched the puck, and it went in. Like, brutal.
Okay with that.
Brutal. It should have been a shutout. And I bet anybody who had, we're going to hit a draw on the first here. I didn't bet that, though. We have the Blackhawks Tampa Bay Lightning game on live. I have $10 on Tampa Bay minus 1.5. I tried parlaying it, but DraftKings wouldn't let me parlay it. I'm going to shoot myself in the foot for saying this. I also wanted David Kampf, Blackhawks center. They're asking David Kampf to step in and take the place of Jonathan Taves. I have David Kampf first goal overall. I didn't get to place the bet, though, so if David Kampf scores a first goal, I might just walk out of this room.
But if he doesn't, you'll be real excited that you didn't place that bet.
Great job for not placing that bet, Mikey. Bush, what do you think about the Blackhawks this season?
Gonna be a tough one. Gonna be a rough one.
Would you say it's going to be like the Bears? Watching the Bears almost?
It might be. I just don't. I just hope that management doesn't have the same answers that the Bears had after their end of the season press conference.
You got a lot of young guys on the Hawks team. They all got to learn. They need to learn from some of the vets. But then you got Taves, and then you got Seabrook, who's not in right now, which is 2 big vets.
Nylander also.
Yeah. So
I mean, he's not a vet, but I mean, you're talking sticks on ice. Good sticks on ice.
got a lot of young guys on this team.
Doc.
So
Missing
seriously,
Kirby Doc, yeah.
Does
out for
anybody
season.
really know what is wrong with Taves? What?
I don't think they ever posted it.
They never
They
said.
just kept saying undisclosed, undetermined. Undisclosed illness, undetermined timetable is what they keep saying.
He was placed on a long-term injury reserve too.
He ain't coming. He ain't gonna play this year. You're
So-
missing 4. We're missing 4 guys this year. 4 heavy sticks this year. It was confirmed 0-0 in the first. If you had a draw in the first, you cashed out big there. Bushy said it's gonna be rough this year, like watching the Bears. Nate, how did you do it? How'd you get through a whole season watching the Bears?
Just like that.
A lot of
Need some
naps.
advice.
A lot of naps.
A lot of naps.
A lot of naps and a lot of booze.
Yeah, a lot of naps.
It'll help. I can take some whiskey naps while I'm watching the Blackhawks. The only thing I have for me going for the Blackhawks is I can bet against them.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
I had motherfucker.
And I'm playing Tampa a lot. You just bet on Tampa.
Yeah. So there's a odds boost on DraftKings right now. I didn't get it, but my buddy Bob Goad got it. Tampa Bay to score plus 1.5 goals, plus 200, max $50 bet. I mean, it's not looking great right now, but
They could score 2 goals in 2
I'd have
minutes. So
put $50 on it in a heartbeat.
yeah,
I was looking for it like crazy. I couldn't find it. So the Blackhawks, season score. The score was 1-5. I mean, they were scoring at will. Stamkos got a goal. Started the season off with a goal. All their big names got a goal at Tampa.
the first night was wild just across all of hockey. Like I'm pretty sure the over hit in almost every game. Like it was a lot of
No.
sloppy hocky.
Yep.
No, because
I said almost.
I
I
know
didn't say
almost
every
because
game.
I had Lightning minus 1.5 and the over in the Blackhawks Tampa game at 6.5,
That was 6.5. Okay.
and it finished at 6.
Mm.
Did the Hawks get a goal taken away?
Yeah, they did. No, Tampa got a goal taken away.
Tampa got a goal taken
For
away.
goalie interference, which was ass, by the way. I'm sitting on my couch going, if I was on either side, I'd be pretty mad about that. And then
You should've
turns out game was over, and I was pretty mad about
Yeah,
it.
you should have been. Yeah, the over would have hit.
Yeah, it was the goalie, Subban. It was a face-off to his left, and one of the guys literally just turned around, and Subban was too far out, and they called the goalie interference, and he wasn't. I don't think he was in his crease, and then they scored off of that. But
Yeah.
I'd have been pretty upset if I was a Tampa fan and it was a closer game, but it was like 3-0 at that point. So Tampa's like, all right, we'll just fucking do it again. No
Yeah.
big deal. Camp to score first in this game is plus 600, by the way. So 10 to win 60. And Stamkos anytime goal is plus 142. So 10 to win 14. They're going to play Sunday. They're going to play the Panthers. They'll be away again. There's no line yet, but the Blackhawks are not favorited for money line.
Against the fucking Panthers.
Hey,
A lot of people don't even know there's.
former coach, right?
Yeah.
Joe Quinville.
Grimville's over there.
Yes, sir.
Grimville's over there. Yeah, Panthers will win that game.
I bet a lot of fans didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Fans.
Who's Quinville again? Coach. Who? All right. Now it's time for what is going to be my new favorite segment. And boys, we have a new plan.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna turn this way so everybody can hear it. Hopefully my volume's all the way up. It is.
Fowler's Foley's filled with flags and flails and flops and fails. When it comes, we all wear Fowler's Foley's.
You stupid!
What?
You stupid.
What? Did you record that? That was Marco at the end.
Oh my
You
god.
stupid.
That's wonderful.
It's got your name written all over, bud. We didn't go over how this is gonna work, so this is all you.
Great.
You can
Tell me the
explain it if
rules.
you want to explain it too.
So I'm gonna bring up the whole keeping Gase and Nagy.
Well, explain what the segment is first.
Oh, it's Fowler's Follies. I'm gonna fucking just bury the shit out of whoever I feel like burying today.
For idiots. You
yeah.
stupids.
You stupid. Gonna just bury the shit out of
Thanks, Marco, by the way.
one wonderful person, or 2 or 3 today.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so today's going to be about my lovely Bears. McCaskey keeping Gase and Nagy on the payroll because they impressed them the last 3 games of the season.
What was that
Which,
I word you used?
What's up?
What was the I word you just used right there?
What?
He was impressed.
Impressed, yeah. I would be impressed too, just beating the living shit out of terrible teams. But yeah, I find that to be very fucking dumb.
I feel like the only way they should have kept them is if they had a deep playoff run.
Yeah,
Then you could have considered it.
Well, so I don't hate keeping Gase and Nagy on. And granted, I'm not a Bears fan and I can care less. But the reasoning behind it was the issue for me. It's not that because you have a good defense, you don't want to blow everything up. You don't want to restart from zero. But the reasoning behind it is what killed me.
Yeah, they said that. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say if you fire those 2, you got to get a new quarterback,
Right.
which means you're gonna get rid of those. You're gonna get rid of those 2. You're also gonna make Foles a backup or try to get rid of that god awful contract.
Yeah,
just took
that
on.
was fucking so stupid.
And then obviously Trubisky's gone, so you get rid of those 2. You bring a new quarterback in, and now you have to build around this quarterback, and you lose that defense that you have.
Yeah.
So I don't mind bringing them back. It's just the reasoning behind it and the game plan that you don't have.
Yeah, and I also hate. I mean, not that Mitch is great, but they are running the narrative that Mitch is the reason that they're so bad. But Gase drafted him and then brought Nagy in to coach him up to be a better quarterback, and it didn't happen. So now they're blaming Mitch more than they are Nagy. Right? So, yeah, I don't know. I understand both sides trying to get a whole new GM and a coach, but I think there could have been maybe some better options. I don't know.
I like some of the offseason moves some of the other teams made with coaches, but
Yeah.
the Bears are just like, well, we're just going to keep these guys.
Yeah. I don't know.
Didn't somebody on the Bears just retire, or did he move to another team and retire?
Oh,
DC, defensive coordinator, retired.
Yeah. Shit, I
Yep,
can't-
the old Indianapolis Colts coach.
Yeah, I can't even think of his
Yep.
name now.
Pagano.
Pagano.
Chuck
Chuck Pagano. Yeah, he
Pagano.
retired.
Pagano.
Yep.
So they got to get a new DC as well. So that's going to be interesting to see what they do there.
1 year over there, huh?
Yeah.
He said,
He's like,
he said, I'm out.
Say it right on the wall.
I'm out. After that, I'm out.
Hey, you mentioned about making a long run into the playoffs. They did. They got there.
They did get a run. They did
That
get
was a run.
Start season 5-0.
Yeah.
and
It's fucking.
Did
Barely
anybody
made it, but
hear
they
the
made it.
actual press conference?
No.
It was amazing. I got to listen to some of the press conference, and you've got George McCaskey, and you've got Ted Phillips. Does anybody even know who Ted Phillips is?
I have no idea what that
Sounds familiar, but
He's
I
like
couldn't
the president. And,
Okay.
McCaskey, CEO, president, whatever. He's got one of those titles. But that's the only time you ever see him is when they have their end of the season press conference.
By the way, I probably should only see him then.
Yeah.
That's fair.
on TV.
But the reason why they both said that they decided to keep things as is because Gase and Nagy collaborate together so well. That was their reasoning.
Yeah, we collaborate together well too, but we don't put out good podcasts. Like,
We all do great.
Yeah, that's nonsense. I mean, what are the better options? I don't know. But
yeah, we're not telling you we have answers.
Right.
We're
Yeah.
just telling you your answer stinks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
I mean, they've gone to the playoffs a few times, so I mean,
Twice in the last 3 years.
yeah, twice in the last 3
I
years.
haven't
Pretty
been
good.
consecutive in what 10 years or something like
Haven't
that.
won a
Joe?
playoff game in 10 years.
They get there though.
They
That's
get
enough
there.
to keep them in.
Yeah.
There's
They
their
keep making
playoff
playoff
runs.
Yeah.
Apparently, they think that's good enough as long as they get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Hey, getting to the playoffs impresses George McCaskey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Playoffs.
Hey, who's their biggest rival, by the way?
Yikes.
Green Bay Packers?
They got no shot.
MVP,
Rivals?
Super Bowl.
It's got to be
champion, Green Bay
competitive to
Packers.
be rivals.
No, but
Lions.
Rivalry's back.
Yeah, right.
Does an ant
I
have
mean,
a
it's
quarrel
always
with a
the
boot?
Green Bay, right? You say Green Bay. How have they done it against them lately?
Well, Aaron Rodgers' record against the Bears, I believe, is
It's like 20-something and 5.
it's
Yeah.
20-2 or 20. Yeah, it's something wild like that. 25 might be.
Maybe you guys should pick like the Vikings to rival with. I don't know.
And the Lions, it sounds better.
yes. Yeah, go with that one.
You
I
should
feel like
be-
no one,
Mitch
no,
Trubisky's going to be over in Lions anyway.
no one wants to be a rival to the Lions just because they just lose every year anyway. So there's really not.
Did you say Trubisky to the Lions? What is he going to back up?
No, I don't think Stafford's sticking around.
You think he's gonna go?
I think Stafford's out of there.
Where's he going?
Indy,
You think so?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Stafford to Indy, Trubisky to Detroit, Philip Rivers. Maybe
Home
the
to
Bears will
his
take that
kids.
terrible contract
Dude,
out
don't
too.
you- No. No.
Rivers can go home to his kids.
No. Well, he's got a job lined up once he's done.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
he'll
already
He's
probably-
gonna coach. He's gonna coach in Alabama or
He's already
something.
set.
Yeah.
High school football coach. Any more Fowler's Follies? When we play this again.
Yeah. No. Go ahead.
yeah, I don't have any either.
Fowler's Follies filled with flags and flails and flops and fails. When it comes, we all wear Fowler's Follies.
That's great.
You're stupid.
I was dying at my desk today.
What made you think to add Marco in there?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
It
Good
worked.
ideas just come to me.
It worked
It
though.
worked.
Good ideas just come to me.
Big love.
You know?
Perfect.
I love the big guy.
You stupid. Well, him and Nate were yelling "you stupid" down in Gatlinburg. I don't know which
Yeah.
one of you started it, but they wouldn't stop.
That was fucking great, and
It's
it's still.
so funny.
It's been over over a year.
Yeah.
Over a year, and we still.
so
say it all the
Bush.
time.
We all went down big group trip down to Gatlinburg, and we stayed in a big cabin. And this guy and another buddy of ours, Marco, just started talking like Stone Cold Steve Austin all weekend.
All weekend.
All weekend.
It
It
was-
wouldn't stop.
All of us were just
Great.
dying the
And
entire
that,
weekend.
You stupid. They just kept doing that the entire weekend. It was so funny. And yeah, that was 2 years ago, and it's just it won't die.
No,
So now
it shouldn't die.
Now it's
It's not gonna
immortalized.
It's
die
immortalized.
Perfect.
All right, let's jump into some football talk. Let's see where we're at here. Time. Oh, only 20 minutes in, boys.
Football, baby. Another playoff weekend.
All right. Mikey's Morning with Coffee has already been recorded. It comes out tonight at midnight.
Ooh.
I think we're going to tweet about it at like 7 or 8 a.m. though. I got baseball practice tomorrow, so I can't record live. First ever pre-recorded Mikey's Morning Coffee.
Dang.
Thanks, Coach Jennings.
Baseball season is almost here, so that's fair.
That'll be a couple. Oh, you're talking about high school baseball season?
Yeah.
It's here. I mean, we're in deep.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you guys are still conditioning, right?
I mean,
Technically?
high school's technically still conditioning.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 hours, 4 hours a week, 2 hours a day max. So records. You want to do records?
No.
Do you not have it up?
I got it right here. So overall records, we got Wilson.
Oh, why'd you say no?
Wilson's at 30, 30, and 2. Last week he went tree and tree.
I didn't even realize how good I did last week, or I would have done it. So.
Good. Nate overall is 17, 19, and 1. Last week he went 2 and 4. My overall record is 29, 31, and 2. And I didn't gamble last week.
So on Mikey's
If
Morning
you don't,
Coffee,
if you want to call it gambling, because I went 1 and 5.
yeah, on Mikey's Morning Coffee last week, I went 1 and 5, and on Region Degenerates I went 3 and 3. So maybe I should listen to myself a little bit more. I
Yeah.
flopped on the Browns bet.
Uh,
I had Browns money line here, and then their coach.
yeah.
I talked myself into. I knew their coach was out when I put Browns money line, but I talked myself into going Steelers because their coach was out.
That big. I had a parlay a few weeks back, regular season, where I had to guess those. What was it? 13 games, and I guessed 11 of them right. And I talked what I bet, and then what I bet in Region Degenerates was different. And if I would have just stuck
with yourself.
I would
yeah.
have hit. It would have been like a $2,000 payout.
Mikey Kubaki was our guest last week. He went 2 and 4. He said he was gonna text Nate. Nate, because he said he was gonna go 6 and 0. Nate, did you get a text from Kubaki?
Nope.
Last time Kubaki was on the show, and we did
It's a lock.
we did MLB. We did MLB playoff prediction. Or I'm sorry, MLB All Star predictions. Bush and Mikey just kept giving obnoxiously bad bets, and he kept saying, "I'm telling you right now, it's a lock. Put it in cement." And I clipped every one of his bad bets, and I put it in our next episode because
it's
he was
hilarious.
like 0 for 20. It was
hilarious.
hysterical. Sorry, Coobs. Hate to do that to you, but I mean it was funny.
I feel like last week had to be a little rough, right? Like the Bills didn't cover. The Browns, that was just crazy to me. Like no one expected that to happen.
I don't know. I did. I picked Browns money line. So
I picked Browns money line too.
Well,
I mean,
money
so
line
nobody.
is, yeah.
Nobody. I mean,
I don't know.
We
Well,
tried.
I guess the first quarter. The first quarter is what no one's
We
seen.
tried telling you to be your own man, and you wanted to follow Kubaki and make that couch the Steelers minus.
I figured the
6.5
Steelers are gonna
couch.
figure it out by now, but they sure the fuck didn't.
You know what?
How do you start 11-0 and then
Ben's got
end the season the way they did?
Ben's got to retire. That's where Mitch is
Hey,
going. Pittsburgh.
look, he's gonna throw for 500 yards and 4 touchdowns,
Four
but then have
interceptions,
4
though.
interceptions.
Now, granted, the 500 yards is inflated because most of that time he was coming back. It was 30 points. He was trailing by 30 points in the first. So yeah, he
Still
threw for
500 yards.
Yes, you threw for 500 yards, but you were down by 30. You had no choice. You couldn't run the ball.
Yeah.
How many attempts did he have in that game? I'm wondering.
I was
He's
gonna
gotta
say.
be-
He broke another record there too.
Yeah.
DB coach here.
Yeah. He broke another record
He
there
did.
too.
Got some football background
well
over
over
here.
50s, right?
Yeah.
Well over 50 passes.
Sure it was. I can check real
Yeah.
quick.
I forgot what.
That's been like, I had him a few years back for fantasy football as my starting quarterback. One week he's throwing 400 yards for 3 touchdowns, and then the next week he's throwing like 200 yards, 5 interceptions, and 2 touchdowns. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Big Ben was 47 for 68.
Oh, yeah.
Golly.
68
Oh
passes.
yeah.
That shoulder.
He didn't want to throw one more, huh?
501 yards. That's
Didn't-
like
Didn't have that one more attempt.
didn't Kobe score like 40 points or 50 points in
He
a
had-
game and he took like 90 shots or something like
Yeah.
that one time? Like
81?
His 81 game.
81 points.
yeah, whatever. It's like it's an
His-
inflated.
his
He
shots
took
were
every shot.
crazy,
Like
yeah.
it's an inflated stat. Give me a break. 501 yards. He threw the ball almost 70 fucking times.
Yeah.
First game of the weekend, we have Rams minus 6.5 versus the Packers. The over/under is set at 45.5. Kickoff temperature will be 32 degrees with no snow in the forecast. The Los Angeles Rams are 0-6 against the spread versus Green Bay, and Jared Goff only has 2 career games under his belt where the temperature was lower than 33 at time of kickoff. So you got a cold weather quarterback who doesn't care. He said he's less miserable than you are. And you got Jared Goff, who's only played 2 cold games in his career.
And a broken thumb.
And
Yep,
and
that's
freshly
right.
off of broken thumb surgery.
He is starting though.
Oh, yes, because Wolford's injury was worse than they let on. So,
Yeah.
Wolford's not going to be playing. I don't think Wolford's dressing. Rodgers is 26-9-1 against the spread when kickoff temperatures are 32 degrees or below. He has 26. He's won 26 games and only lost 9 in cold weather. In the playoffs, he's 5-2-1 under the same conditions. The man doesn't care how cold it is. There's a lot of other stats here. You want me to keep going?
Go for it, man.
Jared Veld here. Have you ever heard of him?
Her? No.
First player to ever play in back-to-back postseason games on different teams. He was the Colts offensive lineman
Heard
on
about
the
that.
practice squad for the wild card weekend. Colts lost, got kicked out. See you later. Go golfing, boys. And then he was on the practice squad, so he was never legally or to the letter of the NFL law, he was never officially on the Colts official 64-man roster or 65-man roster. So he's still able to get picked up from another team because he's on the practice squad. So the Green Bay Packers are picking up Jared Veld here, and he might start protecting Aaron Rodgers tomorrow morning. On 2 separate teams, he went from getting kicked out of the playoffs to possibly winning a ring this year.
In a matter of a week.
I'd be playing a lotto tonight if I was him.
Yeah. I think this happened on like Wednesday, but yeah. Fuck. Bush, tell me who you got in this game and why. And the rules to betting are you have to play the spread, so -6.5 +6.5, or you can take the money line of the dog. So if you think the Rams are gonna win, I can't even finish that sentence.
Well, I'll play the spread there too, and I'll take Green Bay. But I'm going to ask a question here. Do the Rams have a third quarterback on the roster? They do. Because last week they didn't. Do you realize that?
Well, I'm not even buying Mike, but they don't have. It would be a second-string quarterback this week.
I
Technically
understand
a
that.
second string this
But
week.
had they lost, if Goff couldn't come in and played last week, they didn't have a quarterback.
That would have been.
They
interesting.
did not have a quarterback.
Yeah,
if
then-
Goff could not have come in and played.
Sounds like the Denver Broncos made the playoffs.
By the way, we won't mention whose team that is, right?
Ah,
I don't see any of that gear in here either.
nowhere.
It's up there with that Nets gear.
Yeah.
This game is wild to me. Packers.
Something you got to think about though is like there's a lot of people do a lot of prop bets, right? So I know a lot of people would think the Packers are just going to run all over them, but the Rams defense is elite. Like it is the best defense in the league right now. So when you try to think about the overs or Devontae Adams scoring 2 touchdowns, stuff like that, you really got to think about who they're going up against, as in Jalen Ramsey. And did you say Aaron Donald's questionable?
He did hurt his rib last week against Russ.
So he's not considered out.
He's still playing, but he's
okay.
hurt.
Okay. So he's going to be playing through an injury.
Yeah, so if I was the offensive lineman in front of Aaron Donald, I'm definitely going to block a little low and give him a little right in the ribs.
Right in the rib cage, yeah.
Just to check to see if them shots are working.
I don't know.
There was also a stat that I don't think Aaron Rodgers does very well against number 1 defenses. I think there's a stat. You'll have to look it up. I saw it somewhere. I forget, but he doesn't. He's not very. His record against number 1 defenses isn't very good. But I mean,
you also got to think like. So what I was saying before we got on the air, Jalen Ramsey is one of the best in the game, if not the best in the game right now. So he has shut down huge wide receivers this game. DK Metcalf, Hopkins, Mike Evans, Amari Cooper, Allen Robinson. None of them all season got more than 57 yards in a game against him. So if you're thinking about a prop bet with Devontae Adams, yeah, when you go from Bush to Miller, it's not. You got to stick with one.
They taste the same.
No, they don't. They both. I'd rather just stick with the Miller. I'd rather stick with the Bush. But so I'm sure Devontae Adams. I'd have to pull it up real quick, but his over/under receiving yards is probably like 75-ish. If I had to take a guess, I would.
They played this year once, right? The Rams and Packers.
Negative.
No, they didn't.
For some reason,
I looked
thought
for
they
it.
did.
So me personally, if I'm thinking about betting any kind of over for Adams this week, I'm gonna take the under on the yards because I don't think Aaron Rodgers. I think he can fit it in there, but also you don't think he's going to try to fit it in there.
Yeah. Well, he
Against
didn't have
Ramsey.
that many yards against the Bears. I don't think he didn't have that many catches, didn't he? What happened?
What?
I don't know who put this in here, but I guess
I put that in there for you.
keep finishing your conversation.
Oh,
I put that. You
I
didn't
don't
know
what
that?
you're looking at.
No.
Yeah, I don't think.
Hey, Tampa scored first. I can sleep easy tonight knowing David Camp didn't get the first goal. Oh, this is gonna be a fucking shit goal, isn't it? Oh my God!
What? He fell over. What are
Give
you
him an
doing?
assist. An assist
oh,
to the
oh,
backup. Go.
oh,
He falls
my
down.
God.
There's
Wide
nobody in the
open net.
building. Snipers aren't even allowed in the building.
It bounced off his foot too.
No, the Keith Stick knocked it up.
Oh,
Whatever.
Wow.
Either way, I mean, Jesus fucking Christ.
Gosh, that was
I forgot what I
horrible
was
to
saying.
watch.
Oh, the Bears. I mean, I don't want to say locked down, but
Oh my God! Oh my God! This
Stay in your
game's a
crease.
shit show.
Devontae Adams
guys.
didn't have that many receiving yards against the Bears. So I mean, against Jalen Ramsey compared to I don't even know who the fuck was guarding him.
Such a
against the
Bears
Bears.
fan. Was that when you were taking a nap the entire game?
I did. I nap very frequently.
That's fair because that game was not pretty.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you. Ramsey's been keeping a lot of the elite receivers to under 100 yards, but
I'd still probably take Aaron Rodgers over on touchdowns if it's like 1.5. I think he'll still throw 2 touchdowns. He might get Adams for like I don't think there's gonna be a big like a 50-yard pass to him, but like if they're in the red zone, I think he can connect with him once.
yeah, I would agree with that. Plus 5.5.
I don't think. Fuck. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is scared of Jalen Ramsey.
No, but he's also
I'm
not
definitely
stupid
gonna
enough to
test him.
try to squeeze it in there.
I think he's talented enough to.
He is.
I don't think he's
also
stupid enough not to. I think
smart.
he's smart enough to.
All right.
I'll play that side of my 3-headed
And
coin.
It's fucking
Devontae is
three-headed
one of the
coin.
better route runners. I would say from the list of people you named, he's a lot better at route running compared to the rest of them. So I think
Dang,
he'll
you're
be
just
smart
hating
enough
on
to.
Allen Robinson, huh?
I'm not hating on him. He definitely
Such
has
a
helped
Bears
us a long
fan.
way, which probably RIP to his Bears career. He's probably going to go somewhere else because fucking dumbasses don't.
The
know
Bears
how to
don't
pay
deserve him
Maybe him and Mitch go somewhere.
people.
together.
Hey, whatever.
Tear
man.
it
Take him. Hey, take him
Hey.
to Pittsburgh.
No, I'm not doing it.
Hey,
I'm not putting that. I'm not putting that negative in the atmosphere. Go ahead.
does this factor play in having a week off, being the number 1 seed in the bye?
So
It can.
I'm
It can.
so
I think he should go back to Jacksonville.
I touched up on this, and yeah, so they're the first game of the weekend.
Yep.
I think that maybe the number 1 seed should maybe be the primetime game of each.
Come on, we know what prime time is this weekend, man. There's only one game everyone's been talking about all weekend.
Yeah, we'll get there. It's a fourth game. It's a fourth game. Yeah, I get.
I get.
I'm
one
telling
seed
you,
should
yes,
be.
that's
Yeah.
the best. That's the best matchup of the weekend. But the number 1 seed should have the primetime game.
Yeah.
They're the number 1 seed.
But then they're also going to be going against a worse seed, like
Who
a
cares?
way
They're
worse
the
seed.
number 1 seed.
It's fair.
Hey, the defending Super Bowl champs didn't get the primetime game either.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking
No.
both teams. Both teams need both teams need to be in primetime.
Also, everyone just thinks that game's just going to be a blowout. So when we get to it,
We'll see. So I guess someone put $200 on Wolford to be fucking Tampa Bay goal again. Hey, I'm winning my bet. -1.5. Let's go, baby. Killhorn scored that one.
2 in a few minutes. That's what I said.
Yeah, you're correct.
One more, and here comes the hook in the middle of the period.
We're gonna have a fireman playing goalie here pretty soon. Well, somebody put $200 bet on Wolford to be the Super Bowl MVP at what, plus 50,000 or plus 500,000?
That's plus 50,000. 50,000.
Plus 50,000. I'm done reading for a while.
Betting $200 on Wolford to be the MVP of the Super Bowl.
That's wild.
It's wild.
That's a waste $200. But so logically, betting on a quarterback is very logical because I mean that's who's probably going to win MVP
Right
is the
idea.
quarterback. Wrong
Bad
person.
execution.
Last person to win it that wasn't a quarterback. Von Miller?
Oh yeah,
No, against the Panthers.
Question mark. I don't know. I
think
know
it was.
that's
Yeah.
I think it was.
in recent memory. That to me,
Yeah.
that's recent.
Yeah.
memory.
That
And that's
was-
not fair because I'm
That
a
was the
Broncos.
year we were in Texas, right?
Yeah, we were in Texas that year. That's not fair because I'm a Broncos fan. So like,
Yeah.
obviously I'm gonna know that. But I'm taking Green Bay -6.5. It's not even a.
That's a clean
Kinda.
sweep there, man.
That's a
Yeah,
clean
clean
sweep, right? Because I don't
sweep
think either
across.
one of you actually said it.
You didn't even
Yeah.
ask me if it was.
Nate,
He's wearing a jinx.
wait. Nate said he's gonna take Bears money line this week.
Oh yeah.
It's not.
Wait, what'd
fucking
you
there.
say? If they lost, did you say whose wagon you were jumping on? The Bills?
No, I said Green Bay.
You're gonna jump on the Green
Ooh,
Bay?
yeah.
wa- Oh shit.
You're bringing that nasty Chicago juju over to Green Bay.
Ooh.
Man, Bears
You need
fans
to
are
pick
gonna
another team.
hate you. They listen
I have
to
a
this.
lot of
Hate you.
I got a lot of money on Green Bay winning. That's why I jumped on Buffalo bandwagon. You need to figure another team out because I don't want that dirty ass Chicago name anywhere near my MVP and Aaron Rodgers.
Huh.
Sorry, man.
At least my team made the playoffs. You son of a bitch.
Top 10 pick. I don't know.
And that's all. Yeah, you got me there. You got me there.
And we actually had the first round pick. We didn't trade it away.
Hey.
I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
right.
Clean sweep. Let's go to the
Sweep
next
it
one.
across.
When do you guys want to do Ravens Bills?
Ravens Bills.
Can't read.
Are you guys excited about the Ravens and Bills games?
I am.
Is this the least exciting game of the
No,
weekend?
I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
I think it's
I
gonna be real
think the
good.
Ravens are the hottest team coming into the playoffs. I did not want to see them win and then have to play Kansas City. Had Cleveland not won, the Ravens would be playing Kansas City right now.
Just for the record, Bush is a Chiefs
Yeah.
fan.
I'm scared of the Ravens. I would be scared of the Ravens if I'm playing them. That's my scariest team right now.
I'm scared of what's going on with my eyes right now.
They're on a 5-game winning streak. The Ravens. 5-game. Oh.
Yep.
5-game winning
They're
streak.
actually. I mean, both teams are on a winning streak. Come on, like the Bills are obviously
Yeah.
been killing it too. So, how did Lamar Jackson do last week?
He was running a lot.
More
He
rushing
had more
than
rushing
throwing.
yards than Derrick
More
Henry.
ru-
Yep.
More rushing. Okay.
But
Yeah.
in the fourth quarter, I don't think he was throwing too hot towards the end there.
136 yards on the ground.
He only had 108 yards in the air or something like that.
No touchdowns in the air either.
Maybe even maybe not even 100. It was close. It was somewhere. It was hovering around 100.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
had-
rushing attack, definitely dangerous.
And also, that's an inflated number too because he had a 50-yard 50-yard rushing touchdown.
If you're looking for betting,
Anytime score.
obviously Lamar Jackson. he
Anytime
can
score, he's
run.
always plus.
You guys know Josh Allen can run too, but this week Zach Moss, I believe, is injured, so that takes a running back away from Buffalo. Josh Allen might get
Allen's
rushed.
going to be running the ball.
They got Singletary, but yeah,
No,
Allen's still
Allen's
gonna be
gonna
running
be-
the ball. So when you're thinking about
What did I say?
betting
Was that
there.
on DraftKings? DraftKings has got Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen both to score a rushing touchdown.
Might not
I
be
like
a bad
that.
bet. Not
Take that.
I
Yep.
like that.
not a bad bet.
Hey,
like
Mikey,
that.
you said no weather issues in Green Bay. How about Buffalo? You got any snow coming?
It's nasty. Go ahead, Crown. I got it. I got it in the notes.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead. It's nasty.
Yeah.
Hey, good
70%
call.
chance of snow.
Yep.
70% chance of snow.
32 degrees.
32 degrees at kickoff.
There you
And
go.
Lamar's never played in the snow.
Lamar Jackson has never played a lifetime career game in the snow. He's in high school,
Down south.
college. He was in the ACC in college. Pittsburgh and Cleveland are in the ACC. I think it's Cleveland. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati maybe are in the ACC. Those are the only two teams that potentially could have had snow. And he never played in a snow. He never played in a snow game in college. He grew up in Miami. Never played a snow game in Miami. Obviously, high school.
Yeah.
And Lamar Jackson has never played a game in under a kickoff temperature of 32 degrees.
Yikes.
His coldest game was 39 degrees or something like that.
I don't know. So when you think about the snow, you think it's going to be slip, but you know there's not going to be a lot of passing going on, right? Unless your name's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yes.
So another thing to think about when you think about
Over
these
on the
rushing
rush.
touchdowns or rushing. So
I can agree to that.
If I'm running the football like he can run the football, he knows where he's going, and the guy trying to tackle me doesn't know where I'm going.
A lot of slipping and sliding.
Yep, a
possibly.
lot of slipping and sliding.
they do have. I mean, Baltimore did just shut down Derrick Henry last week. So, what are they +3?
3.5.
I think it's, was it 3.5 now? I thought it
think
was
so.
2.5.
It might be 2.5.
Lamar Jackson is, to Lamar Jackson's credit, granted, he's never played a game in under 33-degree weather at kickoff. Lamar Jackson is 7-0 against the spread when kickoff temperature was 40 or below. So in that 35 to 40 range, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
But you're talking 70% chance of snow and a 32 below temperature kickoff.
The Bills are 11-5-1 against the over/under and have scored at least 26 points in each of their last 9 games. And
Oh, I'm sorry, Bush. You can also play the over-under.
What's their over/under? 49?
49.
That's probably the lowest of the week, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, it's the
Green
lowest.
Bay and Rams is 45.
2.5 right now. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
taking Baltimore.
You want Baltimore?
I'm
plus
taking
2.5?
Baltimore.
Taking money line or the
You
spread?
can take money line on Baltimore if you want to take money line. It doesn't do
They
it.
are the underdogs.
Yeah. Money line.
Money line, Baltimore money line.
I want the
You
want
just like Lamar Jackson that much, huh?
I do.
Yeah.
I want
and
the
I
o-
think they're a
You
hot team
want them
right
to
now.
play the Chiefs?
Tampa Bay 3-0.
No, I don't.
He's still in the
no, I
crease,
don't.
too.
I'm rooting for Buffalo, but I think
3
realistically,
goals
I
in
gotta
8
go-
minutes.
I got to go with Baltimore. When's he getting pulled?
that first period was a fluke.
Got to be getting pulled.
Oh,
here,
now
right?
they're going
And
on
now
a power play?
They're on the power play.
Yikes.
Got to pull 'em.
I'm gonna take the over on this game. I want that over. I'm gonna take some other individual bets in there in that game too.
You think they're going to put up 50 points, huh?
Well, Buffalo hasn't scored less than 26 in 10 games, so there's half of it right there.
Have they played in snow, though? It's a lot. They have a pass-first offense.
If you want to make that decision come game time, that's fine. You don't have to put it in right now. I'm just saying I'm taking the over. You know, it's going to come back to bite me in the ass because I think I've never bet. I don't even know if I've ever bet the under, ever.
I think
In
it's
the
gonna
history
be
of
less than
betting.
that, but I'm going to go with the Bills spread, 2.5.
You want
Ooh.
Bills minus
Bills minus
2.5.
2.5, yep.
Well, I'll make things interesting here, and I'll take the under at 49.
Ooh, you're gonna hand me the other. Oh, mama. That's wild against a Buffalo offense.
Yeah.
4 different picks.
4 different picks.
Wow.
Someone is gonna be right.
My bets.
We're
My
gonna
two
laugh
bets,
about it next
There's
week.
a possibility that nobody's right.
It's true.
Still.
No, over under. So, no, 49. I can push.
It could push.
So are you saying 0 for 4 is more likely than 4 for 4?
Yeah.
I'm just using baseball.
Yeah. Over 4. We're gonna
Yeah.
get a golden sombrero here, boys.
Uh-huh.
Ooh-ah.
All right. Let's talk Sunday morning, evening,
3 o'clock, right?
afternoon,
Yeah.
brunch time, Bloody Mary time. Browns versus Chiefs minus 10. The over-under's at
That
57.
was a
Kickoff temperature is 38 degrees and cloudy.
big spread.
You get 3. It might be higher than that by now. You get 3 cold weather
I
games.
think it's at 11. Actually, now that I think about it.
Browns are 4-8 against the spread, 5-2 against the spread when playing the Chiefs. Chiefs are 0-7-1 against the spread.
Yeah, they
This
haven't been
game right
playing.
here is the reason Bush is here. Bush, tell us about your Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs and how they are going to repeat this year by conquering the Browns by 12 points.
Well, first of all, let me clear things up here. I am not a jump on the bandwagon here.
No.
I waited 50 years for that damn Super Bowl win because the last time I saw him win a Super Bowl, I was 10 years old. All right, so I'm dating myself here. But I think Kansas City will win the game. I'm concerned with, in reality, they've really been off 2 weeks because nobody played their last game. They've got the bye. And, how does that record go when starters haven't played for 2 weeks?
It's not great.
3-4 weeks since
I cannot imagine that it's great.
Yeah, and Cleveland coming off of their win at Pittsburgh.
A
and
huge win.
Scoring the points they scored.
Yeah.
Now, that's also an inflated stat because Big Ben threw 4 picks,
True.
and 3 of those picks were on the wrong side of the 50-yard line, so the Browns had high field advantage for most of the game. So that's an inflated stat. But, yes, they still got to score.
They scored 28 in the
They still
first
coulda
quarter,
dropped the damn picks.
which broke a playoff record, by the way.
But
Again,
here's
but
here,
two of
here,
those
here's
were
the
good.
name I will throw out at you. Patrick Mahomes.
My homie.
Yeah,
Patrick
but
Mahomes.
what do I say about Aaron Rodgers? Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers.
Is
Yeah,
Patrick
but-
Mahomes going to throw 4 picks?
No.
I don't think
No.
so. I don't think so.
I don't think he's only had a few games with
He
2
threw
or
like
3.
6 picks that one game.
No, I think it was 3 that game.
Against Miami. He threw quite a bit
I think it
against
was only
Miami.
3.
Miami, not a great team, by the way.
I think it was
No.
only 3.
They almost won.
Yeah.
Miami, not a
Coming back.
not a terrible team.
I think not great.
I heard they're getting off.
They
off-
barely missed the
off
playoffs.
off the tracks here, but I heard they're trying to get rid of Tua down there.
That's what I heard, too.
Little anonymous talking between players saying that they like him, they love him, they don't want no more of him though. Now they're trying to get rid of him.
I like what you did there. A little thing to think about, the Brown. I know we're talking about that. It's inflated stat with the Browns scoring that many points. The Browns haven't scored less than 20 points since week 10. They've scored over 20 points in the past pretty much almost, 8-9 weeks? And they've scored over 30 points in 9 games this season. So the Browns aren't bad, and they have a good defense.
And, Kansas City's Achilles heel when they haven't won has been defense.
Oh, yeah, their defense
It's
is
been
not
defense.
God awful.
Yeah.
Well, you can't pay nobody because you paid the offense.
good. Yeah.
The
And
offense putting up 50
it-
goddamn points. on
You
them.
better
Also
outs-
hard
You
to
know how
lose.
you win a game? You score more points than the other
That's
team.
exactly
Offense
it.
is the
There you
best
go.
defense.
There you go.
The Kansas City Chiefs
There
are
you
like the
go.
opposite of the Bears.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine
except for
if
the
they were
defense
one.
wasn't scoring that much.
What's the over under on this one?
50-something.
57, if my eyes aren't failing me.
57.
Might
They
not be
score
a bad.
again.
57 lead.
Is it 4-0?
I'll start.
No.
Did they score again?
No.
I thought he was running in there.
Still 3-0. Anyway, you'll start what? What's your pick,
I'll
Nate?
start. I'm gonna take the Browns spread.
+10.
I'm gonna go for it.
What's it at right now? Did you look?
No, if it's higher than 10.5, we can change it.
It was 11 on the FanDuel.
I think it is 11 now, yeah.
11 points. That's a lot.
Oh,
Well-
Now
Nope, it's at 10 on FanDuel.
Chiefs offense, so much firepower, but
Hey, Bush had a good point, though. They've been well-rested. They are well-rested, which is good, but also they could be
Yep.
yeah,
Two.
it could hurt them. It almost hurt them last year.
And when they've been in that situation before, that first quarter, they've had some terrible first quarters
Yeah.
when they've had
Oh, yeah.
that time off.
How much were they down last year against the Texans?
Yep.
It was 20.
Mm-hmm.
20-something to 0?
Oh, yeah, that's
24,
right. We were,
28
yeah,
to
because
0.
we were at baseball that
Exactly.
day, and I was like, Bush, not
Exactly.
looking good, bud.
The thing is, though, Patrick
they,
Mahomes.
They can go get it.
Yeah, but
They have a lot of firepower, but I think they can at least cover the spread. The Browns can cover the spread. I just want to see the underdog make it. This is their first time in forever making it to the playoffs. I just want to see them. I don't know if they do beat the Chiefs. I don't know if they can beat the Bills, but we'll go Browns. I'm gonna stick Browns spread at least. If they lose, at least they can cover the spread.
well, I'm going to shock the world here.
Oh,
and I'm going to say the underdog pulls this out.
Oh.
Browns
Wow.
money line.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Shit. What is it? Plus fucking 5,000?
Browns money line.
Does
I
it-
don't need the points. The Browns upset the Chiefs, and you will have a new
FanDuel, their money line is
Super
plus
Bowl
385.
That's low.
Plus 385 on FanDuel.
I was hoping for like 4 or 5. Still riding with it. Browns money line.
You just stuck me with that dagger, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
It's just a slap
I
in,
wanted to
slap in
make
your
sure-
face, Bush.
I wanted to make sure that I went before
Uh-huh.
you, and you're going last to close out the Chiefs.
All
Kyle
right,
Krown.
I'll wait.
I want the over because even if the Browns put up points, the Kansas City's going to match it. So
All right, Bush. Tell us your bet. Tell us why.
I'll start it off with this analogy here. Good friend of mine, the late Louis Aguilar, who had coached with us, says, Bush, think with your head and not with your heart. So
This is gonna
Kansas
hurt.
City's going to win a ball game, but I'm taking the points with Cleveland.
Plus 10.
My guy.
So we're all going Browns. Money line, points, and you want the
Dog
over.
pound.
I want the over.
A good bet. That's probably
Yeah.
And
I mean, they're
That's probably the
they're
best-
both
best
pretty
one to
hot
go.
right now, so I'm just going to roll with it.
Nate, you want this last game?
Oh shit! Sorry, I was on the.
You're
This
fine,
is the
bud.
game of the week.
All right. A game.
Yeah, don't mess
is
this
it?
up.
This is the game of the
Prime
week.
time?
Don't mess this up. Man.
This
All right.
you know who is in these games.
It's the oldest quarterbacks in the league.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. You got 2 future Hall of Famers.
Two.
Go ahead.
2 old men.
Too
Not
Trying
wrong.
to throw out their damn shoulders this weekend. Got Bucks versus Saints. Saints is at -3. Over unders 52, and they're in a nice, wonderful, warm dome.
No weather here.
No
Nope,
weather.
no weather.
Unless
issues.
Sting shows up from AEW.
Hey, been watching the shit out of that the
Yeah?
last couple weekends.
It's good, man.
Hey, last what was it? Wednesday. Fuck, terrible ending, by the way.
Not great.
Terrible. Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus. Do not like them together.
Nah,
They
I'm
look like
on the
shit.
fence.
They do not sell their moves very well. Anyways, New Orleans is 8-1-1 against the spread. 7 of 10 for the under.
7 of the last 10 games have went under for New Orleans.
Tampa Bay is 4-2 against the spread. 0-5 against the spread versus New Orleans.
That hurts.
Tampa Bay is on the come up. What the?
I'll take this one.
I was
I'll
gonna
take
say,
this one. I'll
what
take
is
this.
that?
Sorry, I set you up for failure there. People forget Tampa Bay. They're coming up, baby. Okay. Tampa Bay Lightning,
Just one.
Stanley Cup champions.
Yep.
Tampa Bay Rays, Mikey Barrasso, runners-up in the World Series. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a shot to win the Super Bowl this year.
do.
Tampa Bay could have somewhat of a trifecta when it comes to major sports championships. People forget.
Don't
COVID
forget.
hit.
Never
People
forget.
forget.
Never forget.
Never forget. China lied. People died.
Hey, who's your basketball team, by the way?
The Nets? Can they
Yikes.
claim the Nets?
No.
The Bucks have been looking a lot better towards the end of the season. Antonio Brown's has been catching 2-3 touchdowns a game with Mike Evans hurt. But I got to go back to last week when Mikey said that Michael Thomas was non-factor, and he went out there and he was running all over the Bears.
I said Michael Thomas was a non-factor?
No, not you. Other Mikey.
Oh, okay. I was
Other Mikey said
yeah,
non-factor. I said Michael Thomas is back, and he said, oh, he's not non-factor.
Yikes. That doesn't sound like something I would say.
Yeah, fucking scored on the first drive.
You know, he has a lot of ice-cold takes. That Coobs guy.
That Coobs.
Fucking Coobs.
Ice cold. Hey, Blackhawks power play. Let's go, baby.
I'm very indifferent.
Short-handed.
I'm very indifferent on this game because
I'm
it
a-
could literally go either way.
I'm gonna throw some numbers your way, Nate.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna try to. I don't know what I'm gonna try to do here.
to
Just so
sum.
you know, both teams have averaged over 30 points per game.
Okay.
All season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they were third. Tampa was third in scoring, and the Saints were fifth in scoring in the league. Both teams are also top 10 defense. So, if you most of you probably know the Saints are 2-0 against them on the season. They've
Big time, too.
hard to beat a team 3 times.
Yes, it is.
It's very difficult to beat a team 3 times in the same season.
Let alone that team being led by Tom
Brady.
freaking Brady.
So Drew Brees all time against Tom Brady is 5-2, which is the best record of any quarterback against Tom and Brady will have at least 4 games. So 5-2 against Tom is pretty good. Also betting against Tom in the playoffs. I don't know. Everyone knows not to bet against Tom Brady.
When Tom sits on that bench and holds his head, it's a whole different ball game. You see that picture? I forget who they were playing, but they were down, and they had a picture of him sitting on the bench, like, by himself, just staring at the floor. Fuck, game time.
Yeah.
Came back out there and just he took over. It's so tough because
I don't want to compare playoff records either.
yeah, because it's different team.
Well, yeah,
He played for a different team.
but obviously the Patriots was because of Tom. Come on, we've already made that.
Yeah, different firepower though.
Tom is 31-11, and Drew Brees is 9-8 in playoffs.
In playoffs. He was getting snubbed.
Brees, with the exception of the season that they won the Super Bowl, the Saints in the playoffs have not been great.
Here's another question: Is Drew Brees 100% physically? People forget he's coming off how many broken ribs?
All of
Is he
them.
100%?
All the
forget.
broken ribs.
Yep.
The Bucks are the underdog here. FYI.
The Bucks are the underdog, and that's why I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers money line.
Money line, huh?
Book it.
Book it. Okay.
It's been in there for 5 minutes.
What you got?
Hey,
over there,
Blackhawks
Mike?
scored.
What you thinking?
Mm.
This is a game that we've been watching.
I missed it, yeah.
We've been so into what's going on right here. Two old guys.
I can't decide.
You know that Brady has 5 interceptions against the Saints too on the season. FYI, only 2 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, been sacked 6 times.
People forget.
I'm gonna go with the. Do I want to go over or under? That's where I'm at. I think
don't
it's
know,
gonna
man.
be a defensive game.
You think so?
I think so. I'm gonna go.
Two good defenses, 2 good offenses.
Fuck.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
go-
say who I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna let you pick.
I'm
I
gonna
wanna
go under.
persuade
I'm
you.
gonna go the under 52.
All right,
Under.
under
Give
52.
me the under.
Point spread again is what?
Bucks plus 3. Saints minus 3.
And we got 2 future Hall of Fame quarterbacks. I've always been told offense sells tickets and defense wins championships.
That's right.
I'm taking Tampa with the points.
Had a baby. Oh, you want the points? You pussy.
Shout out
Think
to all
with
the
your
little
head,
kids that
not
are
your
listening to the
heart.
podcast.
Yeah, I think I'm going Bucks plus 3 here, man.
I want to, but I'm so scared. I'm just.
I want to take Bucks money line, but I'm like, I kind of just want that plus 3.
So
I think it's a smarter bet.
I know it's way too late in the season to do this, but I think the money line should be like another point.
If you
Hey, Hawks goal! Let's go 3-2.
Holy shit.
Fuck my spread.
you still got time.
Hey,
though.
Kaner.
Let's go. Way to get on the board,
Kaner
baby.
on the board.
So yeah, we'll have to figure
Oh,
that
what a
out next
pass.
season. Nice pass.
What a pass.
Wow.
nice pass.
Wow.
The
The
cat.
cat.
Oh yeah.
Behind the back, backhand.
Beautiful.
Check it out. Look. Ooh,
Oh,
holy
my
shit.
God.
Between 2
It wasn't a
defenders.
backhand. It was like a
Hat-trick.
wraparound
Oh,
pass.
my God, that was
Cat and
fucking
Kane's already in
filthy.
midseason
Dirty
form.
fucking dangles, bud. So I'm taking Bucks money. I know there's a lot going on there, so I'm gonna repeat the picks. I was taking Bucks money line. Krown's taking Bucks plus 3. Nate's taking under 52. Wild fucking move. And Bush is taking Bucks plus 3. You did say under, right?
He said
I
under.
did say under.
I was doing something else. I was trying to put bets in. I wasn't listening to anything.
Yeah, we
I'm
know.
just sitting here going, oh, under 52. Yikes, bud. All right, well, that wraps it up for us. Any final thoughts from Kyle Krown?
It's going to be a good weekend. I'm hoping that some of my bets hit. Last week, it was fucking terrible. And I just, after the Bills game, which was the very first game of the week, I just didn't want to watch football for the rest. Because I knew my parlays were fucked. Hope the Hawks win tonight. And, yeah, that's it, man.
Hope the Hawks lose by 2. Nate, final thoughts?
Fucking betting. Fucking
Go
degenerate.
Tampa Bay Lightning. Yeah, I don't have much to say. Don't forget to drink your water. Stay hydrated. Maybe throw a few beers in there.
What?
Give me a oh hell yeah.
What?
You stupid.
What? A few beers.
Maybe a little bit of scotch.
What?
Maybe some whiskey.
What?
Maybe a beer.
What?
Maybe some margaritas.
What?
Maybe some tequila.
Oh,
maybe
hell
some
yeah.
bourbon. And oh hell yeah.
I didn't know how many you had. I didn't want to string you out. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna keep going. Cut me off, you son of a bitch.
Some bitch.
That's it. That's all I got.
Bush, final thoughts.
My thoughts here. It's going to be a great weekend of football, and if you do drink some beer this weekend, no more Bush Lights, please.
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
And,
This world,
No more
this
light
wor-
beer.
Yeah.
This world is only
And-
big enough for one Bush.
And
It's true.
I'll leave you with this thought, even though it has nothing to do with what we talked about tonight. The White Sox just signed the best closer in baseball.
Let's
so I'll leave you with that one.
go.
We should have talked about that.
Let's go. We've been talking about it at work all week. Me and my guys at work. We're excited about it.
Bush, can't thank you enough for coming on.
Everyone jump on the White Sox
Appreciate it.
bandwagon this season.
Jump on the White Sox bandwagon. We'll talk MLB futures next week. How about that? Oh well, yeah, next week. Yeah, because there'll only be one football game, 2 football games.
2 football games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be okay. Playing.
We can wait the following week if we want to too, because there ain't no football besides pro ball.
Yeah, but the more trades happen, the less numbers you're gonna get, the less
Alright, that's
juices
fine.
you're gonna get.
That's fine.
Bush came on this time last year to talk about the Chiefs, and the Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
Uh-oh.
Bush came on this year to talk about the Chiefs. The Chiefs won the Super Bowl this year. I mean,
TBD.
Life is good.
TBD.
the region degenerates expect a ring from Kansas City. 'Cause I'm not saying they wouldn't have won if Bush didn't come on. All I'm telling you is Bush came on and they won. That's all I'm telling you.
I got to keep.
When you
streak
think
going,
about
that's
betting
why
this
I'm here.
weekend,
Yeah,
just know.
Let's go.
He did bring his helmet last year. Didn't bring his helmet
I
this
did.
year.
My
Uh-oh.
Joe Montana signed helmet.
Uh-oh.
You giving that?
I-
Giving that to Latroy to get it
I'm
signed?
giving.
or what?
I want Patrick Mahomes on the other side of it. Absolutely.
Latroy's in town.
I know he is.
Get a hold of him.
Yeah.
Latroy Hawkins swung by Griffith baseball practice the other day. My final thoughts here. I know it's early in the hockey season. They're only playing 62 games or 52 games, so get on it quick. I really, really like, and I'm throwing probably $50 on it as soon as this is over. That's what I was doing while you guys were talking. I like Vasilevsky to win the Vezina Trophy. Now, you're watching the Blackhawks. They're playing Tampa Bay. That will be your goalie of the year. He is at plus 650 right now, and that is the favorite.
Oh, shit.
It's only going to go down after today. Plus 650, Vasilevsky to win the goalie trophy. That's my final thought. I have been OTSN's Mikey Wilson. You can find me on Twitter at OTSN_degenerate. To my left, Nathan Fowler. You can find him on Twitter. You didn't change your Twitter handle, did you? At I got these cheeseburgers or some bullshit like that.
I got the H2O.
The H2O. I forgot to change it. I was working on it.
To my right, Kyle Krown at Krown_Kyle. And to the far side of the couch, the dinosaur who doesn't even know what social media is, Da Bush, Da Polish King.
At BushUniversity.com.
God, he gets into games all the time. It's so funny. He's got a hat that says Bush University. He got it made. So when he goes to when we're traveling, he'll go up to a game and you got to pay to get in. He'll be like, "Oh, I'm a scout. I'm with Bush University," and he just writes his name down. He's got his Bush University hat on. He's such an idiot. I followed him in a few times. I'm his assistant.
Hey, man, it's about the confidence. Don't
That's
believe
stupid. I'm here to scout kids.
Don't believe
And
it.
we were scouting kids, by the way, so he wasn't lying. But I guess the Bush University was
Half-truth.
kind of a lie, but whatever. All right. Well, that being said, we are Region Degenerates with the OTSN Network, and we are out.
Yeah.